Hey guys, Gavin Brown here from the Fitness Academy, and today we're going to go through my 5 favorite drills to assess someone's flexibilities. So these are great drills to test your flexibility, and they're also great for loosening out those tight areas at the same time. They're drills and movements I go back to again and again to keep reassessing, am I getting more flexible over time? So the first one we have is a couch stretch. This can be regressed and progressed. Firstly, we're looking at it against the wall. We're trying to get our knee flat in against the wall. We're trying to get our shin up the wall. And then I'm doing a little pulsing motion here. So the knee that's on the ground, I'm trying to squeeze that glute and rock my hip forward and back. Trying to pull my rib cage down. Usually would spend a minute each side. And while I'm here, I'm looking for differences between my left or my right side. Or just in general, are my hips and the hip flexors and quads really tight? If they are, I'm going to spend a minute each side on the foam roller. And I'm going to really try and pinpoint the areas that are tight. I'm going to spend a minute each side thinking of moving up the quad 1 inch every second. So nice and slow and controlled movement. Go back to the wall then and reassess. Next, we're going to look at the dog up position. So we're going to drive our heels down to the ground, drive our bum up into the air. We should have a perfect V position there when we pause. Heels should be flat on the ground without having to walk the hands in towards the feet. We can assess right versus left by taking one foot over the other. And as I said, ideally, those two heels should be able to get flat on the ground. We then, to improve this, if we're struggling, we get over to a rack, bring the heel in against the rack, drive the hip and knee towards the rack without bending the knee, spend a minute each side, and then go back over to that doggo position and reassess. Both movements are going to really loosen out those calves. Next, we're going to look at the pigeon stretch. So anyone who's got lower back pain, tightness in their hips, this is a great exercise. So we're looking for a 90-degree angle at the hip, foot, shin, and knee, all in one 90-degree angle. If we struggle to get that knee down and that hip towards the heel, we need to maybe take it over to an elevated position. That's our assessment tool. This is our fix. So we're getting into that 90-degree angle or as close to it as we can from an elevated position. Usually people can get into a slightly better position and work through whatever range of motion they have at the minute. Spend a minute each side, and then again over time, over the weeks and months, go back to the floor and reassess. Has improvement been made? How are we able to get a little closer into that 90-degree angle? Next, we're going to look at the hamstrings and lower back, so the straight legs. We're going to reach forward without bending the knees. We should be able to grab our toes with no problem at all, looking at those hamstrings. If we can't, or if we're struggling, we should be working more on this movement here. So this is our splits work. One leg forward, one leg back. Both toes pointed, both knees locked out, working our fingertips, palms, our chest towards the knee. Go back over to our straight leg reach, reassess and retest and see is there improvement made. Lastly, we've got our wall slide. So this is a great drill to look at our T-spine, our pecs and our shoulders to see how flexible they are. We should be able to get the back of our elbows, the back of our palms of our hands, our shoulder blades against the wall without our lower back arching. From the front view, we're going from 90-degree angle up and back down without drastically arching our lower back, keeping the back of our elbows and the back of the palm of our hands sliding up and down the wall. Usually I'll do 5 or 6 reps. Great way to just assess that T-spine and shoulder flexibility. If it's really tight, if one side is way tighter than the other, we can work on 2 of these drills. So here we've got some dislocates, usually 8 to 12 reps, can work without arching the lower back, without bending the elbow and without shrugging the shoulder. It should feel pretty normal to just come over and back there without any major struggle from a side view. So this supersetted with something like a bar hang just to loosen out the lats are 2 great movements to loosen out those shoulders and T-spine. Spend maybe 30 seconds to a minute in this position, work off 2 hands, then maybe off 1 as time goes on. Hope these drills are useful, guys. Next time you're in the gym, assess your flexibility and see where you need to work on the most. Hope it helps, and we'll chat to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.